Hi, this video is to talk about how not to take things personally. I know this is a tough topic, and I honestly still struggle with this a little bit to this day. However, I have learned some tips and tricks on how to overcome this, and I want to share those with you now. So let me first start with a proper introduction. I'm Connie Jo Holmes. I'm the founder of BU2BFULL Hypnosis and Coaching, and my mission with my company is to teach individuals how to confidently and courageously move from reacting to life to owning your life. And I have to tell you, not taking things personally is a great way to learn how to own your life rather than react to it or people or situations. So let me get into the guts of this. And I have to just start by saying, trust me, I know this is not an easy topic. I feel that I myself have come so far with this. However, I still periodically will face this myself, and I really have to challenge myself to remember these things that I'm about to tell you. So let me start though with a story, because I think stories are so helpful. And I heard this for the first time years ago at a conference that I went to at one of my former jobs that I had. And how the story goes was, and no matter if you work in an office environment or not, I think we all can relate to elements of this story. So stick with me through this. So the story goes that there was this woman who had to walk by another person's office every morning, on the way to her office. And, so every day she would be like, she would walk and just say, hi, and keep on going. Well, she would never hear anything back from this person. So the next day she would walk by and say, hi, Susie Q. And she still wouldn't get a response. And so she kept doing this after a couple of days. And she was like, and she never got a response. And so she thought, one, that woman is so rude. And then two, she thought, why does she not like me? I'm walking by every day saying good morning to her, and she's being so rude to me. She must not like me. So, and we've all done that, right? You start noodling it in your head, thinking that it's you. Or if you don't do that, then you're starting to point fingers and thinking that that person is rude or obnoxious or whatever. Well, come to find out, what ended up happening was this woman in this office that she kept saying good morning to every morning was terribly hard of hearing. And she wasn't to the point where she had hearing aids yet. So she really was hard of hearing. So all those mornings that she walked by, she truly never heard her. So think about times like that when you could have taken something personally, but once you actually dove into it a little bit and you saw the real truth, then you're like, oh my gosh, why did I take that personally? There was nothing to take personal. There was a bigger underlying element to this. Now, that's not a silly example. That was an example of, and so think about how many times that can happen. But now think about times that it's not that simple. I actually have something in my mind right now. The last time somebody was quite rude to me and I started to take it personal. And once I actually sat with it a little bit, and actually once I learned a little bit more about the situation, that person was actually going through something very, very delicate in their life. So delicate, and it was so new. It was so new that she hadn't told people about what was going on in her life. And then once I learned what was going on in her life, I'm like, oh my God, that's why she was so rude to me a couple of weeks ago, because she was just raw inside. She was in her head noodling over what was going on in her life, that she just wasn't herself. She wasn't fully present. And so she did come across as rude. Now, can you imagine then if I let that one incident, piss me off bad enough that I never gave this person another shot, or that I was rude back to that person? And so that's why people say give people the benefit of the doubt. Now, there are some people out there that are just rude and they're obnoxious and they're very low vibe, low energy. Okay, that's another story. But I'm talking about people that are in your life, people that are friends or acquaintances. Those are individuals that it's worthy of giving them another chance. Or if they do something that is just uncharacteristic for them, you know what? If you have a close enough relationship, kindly call them out on it and say, Whoa, Susie Q, that was a bit of an extreme response to my question. What's going on with you? Are you okay? And when you can really do that, ask somebody if they are okay, that goes miles and miles and miles. I know I have had times in my life where I've been struggling with something. I am the kind of person that when I am struggling, I retreat. Now, I am a Cancer astrological sign, so Cancer the crab. A lot of times we kind of retreat to go into ourselves and, just stay in there for a while and our comfort and our safety and figure things out. And then once we figure things out, then we are ready to come out. That's just who I am instinctively, naturally, astrologically, sign related, however you want to think about it. And so I tend to do that. So I realize that for people on the outside, when they see me retreating and, not coming out or not talking about things, they might view that differently. But I'm actually healing myself and doing what I need to do. So I have had times in my life when people have seen me do that and then they just give up on me. And it's like, that's really actually kind of sad, when actually all I need is for someone to say, you are being uncharacteristically quiet. You are, not coming around. Are you okay? And to stop and ask somebody, are you okay? I can't even tell you like how fantastic that is. So this message is turning out to be a little bit two messages here, right? It is about how not to take things personally and giving those couple of examples about, really looking at the person and questioning, what happened. And then a lot of times when you do that, you can just figure it out on your own. You can realize that, maybe there's some trouble in a relationship. Maybe they're having some financial difficulties, that they're just not, their normal self. But then when you care about that person enough to just stop and to ask them, are you okay? So I actually encourage people to do that. If you've had something like that going on in your life, just reach out and just ask how they are doing. But then also the main point of this message is not trying, that's a word that's coming out of my vocabulary, learning how to not take things personally and realizing that usually behind whatever words or actions or non-actions, there's always something behind, and that something behind is not you. So therefore, don't take it personally. All right, I hope this was helpful. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And also check out my website, Connie Jo Holmes, for different events that I have coming up and different learning opportunities. All right, take care. Bye. Thank you for watching my video. Now, if I can ask you a favor, if you enjoyed it, could you please like it, comment, share, and subscribe, including hitting that bell notification so you are alerted to when I come out with a new video. I thank you very much in advance for that. You doing this allows the algorithm to work its magic, and that allows more people to see these videos. Thank you so much. Bye.